Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Mahan Shakti Devataya Namaha. The fish has died. Mungi Udali Akashi. 10th February 2003, Monday, is a black day in the life of devotees of Srimati Tai who merged in Sri Krishna permanently. On 6th February, she left for Delhi. On 8th February, she inaugurated Vishwajanani Mandir in the Defence Colony, and on 10th February, during her deep meditation, she left us for good. She was intending to visit Sri Krishna Leela Kendras of Dombivli, Bhiwandi, and Jalgaon on her return. That could not be. On 10th February at about 12 pm, Sri Tembe broke the inauspicious news of passing away of Srimati Tai given to him by Sau Reshma, daughter-in-law of Srimati Tai herself. Sau Reshma, Nanda, Munna and children were at Sri Narkars at Dadar. Sri Tembe got busy relaying the news to the far off corners of the world on phone, email, etc. Phone calls started pouring into Badlapur from everywhere, asking for the confirmation of the sad news and queried how could it have happened. No one can answer this query because only God knows it. We were trying to maintain peace, but Krishna Kutir was in turmoil. Sau, Nallu, Lalita, Puranik and others could not control their emotions. People started pouring in. The sea of mourners was spreading. They were shedding tears in front of Sri Krishna's idol. Ladies especially were unable to stand this unexpected bolt from the blue. It was as if everybody was immersed in sorrow, having lost their mother. They recalled what Srimati Tai had done to them and regretted that they in turn had done nothing for her. Nanda spoke in the afternoon to inform that it will be night before Srimati Tai reaches Badlapur. Notify that she can be seen by devotees from morning till 12 pm tomorrow. Nobody should come in the night, and those who have already come in the night should not stay overnight. This message was passed on to everybody. As per instructions given by Nanda to his friends, they took pains to make arrangements for the smooth darshan of the departed soul. At 3 pm, many reporters of newspapers flocked to Krishna Kutir. I provided them the required information about Srimati Tai. After some time, a police inspector came for inspection of the arrangement. He asked whether police arrangement is required for tomorrow. I gave him the required information and told him that Krishna Bhaktas will maintain discipline. I told him to arrange to keep vigil on the road during procession and arrange a parking place for the vehicles expected tomorrow. He agreed and left after offering namaskar to Sri Krishna and being satisfied by the arrangement made for Srimati Tai's Antya Darshan. He inquired on coming out my relation to the bereaved family, my name, address, etc. I told him that I am a Krishna Bhakta and provided information about me which he took down. He took down my name as an authentic person for proper information. He expressed satisfaction before leaving. His senior officer came, saw all the arrangements, and told to phone him up in case of any need. After some time, Nanda, Munna, Reshma, and children came to Krishna Kuti. On seeing them, the dam of our hearts burst. Nanda and Reshma were much controlled, but Munna was unable to steady his mind from this shock. He was trying, but he was unable to control his emotions of grief. Devotees from Pune started arriving. Avi came, Nanda's friend Ramesh and others came. They shouldered the future responsibility. Even though it was notified that the people should come tomorrow for darshan, there was a big crowd of devotees which was ever increasing. There was pin drop silence in spite of the milling crowd, as if Krishna Kutir was stuck dumb and paralyzed. On the ambulance arriving at the gate of Krishna Kutir, the crescendo of sobbing was heard even in that silence. It is impossible to describe in words the scene and heavy laid atmosphere prevailing there. The devotees who were there took darshan of Thai and left. All the devotees were regretful because the smiling face of Thai will be missed at Krishna Kutir henceforth. At the same time, they considered themselves lucky to get the last darshan of Thai's Parthiv Dehe. On the next day, right from early morning, there was a long queue of devotees for darshan of Srimati Thai. As arranged by Krishna Bhaktas, all the devotees were going in from one side and after darshan returning from the other side, maintaining total silence. The queue of devotees was not receding even up to 1 p.m. So, further darshan was suspended to make room for further arrangements. A tempo full of zendu flowers arrived, and there were baskets full of garlands and flowers offered to Srimati Thai's feet since morning. Heat of the sun was burning the feet of devotees, and the sorrow of separation, that is Virha, from Thai had rendered their hearts dry. The body of Srimati Thai, which had spent lifetime in meditation, which had become pure by continuous awareness of Sri Krishna, which was full of kripa of Parabrahma, which had worked throughout the life for Sri Krishna Bhaktas, was now ready to leave Krishna Kutir to get reunited with Pancha Mahabhutas. We could somewhat imagine the state of those in Dwarka, Vrindavan and Pandavas when they learnt about the departure of Sri Krishna in Prabhas Patan. We can now realize the life of Sri Krishna, however, a little. Mahayatra got started with the chanting of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya and Om Mahan Shakti Devtai Namaha, which was going on since yesterday night. The body of Srimati Thai in the flower-bedecked vehicle began its journey towards Vaikuntha. Thousands of devotees with floods of tears in their eyes were following it, chanting the jap en route. The entire route was showered with petals of flowers so dear to Sri Krishna. Now a thought crossed my mind. We call this procession as Antyayatra. I do not approve of it in case of Srimati Thai. I accept it in case of other common people, including great people. Let me elaborate my comments. The entire life of Srimati Tai itself was Mahayajna. Bhagwan Sri Krishna was the Ritvij. Her entire life was Havir Dravya. The Yajna Kunda was kept burning by the lifelong sufferings, hardships, pains, and sorrow afflicting her. Srimati Tai had already sacrificed her desires, choices, and delights at the altar of Sri Krishna, leaving them to his wishes. When the body of Srimati Tai, which had served the cause of Krishna Karya, was on its way to return back to the Pancha Mahabhutas, can we call it as Antyayatra? In fact, it was the self-fulfilled end of a fruitful life. All devotees present participated in this Aishwarya Yatra. The place where the debt of gratitude was being returned was the cemetery on the banks of the river at Badlapur. Truly speaking, Srimati Tai had already given Purna Ahuti on 10th February 2003, Monday itself at Delhi. Ganga and Jamuna, in the form of flowing tears of the devotees, were present to give Avabhrut Snana on the completion of Yajna to the body of Srimati Tai. Therefore, the tears were pure as well as all the hearts of devotees because of Sri Krishna Karya of Srimati Tai. Youngsters had made all the necessary arrangements at the cemetery. The burning pyre, which is the last step of Mrityalok to take Srimati Tai to Vaikuntha, was supplied with auspicious and pure cow dung cakes, chandan, camphor, and scented materials. The Brahmin from Bombay chanted the Vedic mantras, that is, richas, at the time of placing of her body, which was in eternal sleep. Munna performed the last rites. The sacred fire was lit because Agni Narayana is considered as the purest of all. But today we fail to understand whether her sacrificially purified body or Sri Narayana is purer. The blazing fire had already notified this meeting of Srimati Tai and Narayana to the heavens. The burning fire had lighted the path leading to heaven. The tears of devotees was flooding the earth. One honorable member of the community placed garland and spoke eloquently about Srimati Tai. He announced that it is our fortune that even in her absence, her blessings are very much at the back of all devotees. Thereafter, we all returned with a heavy heart. Many devotees from far-flung cities like Harihareshwar, Ratnagiri, Jalgaon, Nasik and Pune, etc. had come to Badlapur to respectfully see off their beloved Srimati Tai. But the family of Mr. Bhave of Ratnagiri could not reach Krishna Kutir early. By then, the Mahayatra had already covered considerable distance. When Mr. Bhave inquired the route of Mahayatra, one person said, "You will get it easily. Right from here, the flower petals spread along the road will show you the path." So, Mr. Bhave reached the bank of the river in time. Therefore, I thought within myself, The path of Sri Krishna, Sri Ram, and many saints are thorny, but I saw today Srimati Tai's path was showered with flowers. As we were returning, everyone was recalling Srimati Tai's happy, hearty, and tolerant character. They said a great soul, that is Vibhuti, like that of Srimati Tai, is not possible to be met again in life. I was one of them. Some 3-4 young persons asked me, Kaka, what is moksha? Will persons like Srimati Tai attain it? Are we to revolve in birth-death cycle eternally? Then I told them, Sri Krishna has declared in Bhagavad Gita that those who love all equally, who practice equality, achieve moksha in this life only. They are established in Parabrahma. They are called Jivan Mukta. Sri Dhyaneshwara says, those who uninterruptedly meditate on me, I become their servant and serve them. Sri Ramdas also in his Manache Shloka says, I am ever grateful to my devotees. Our Srimati Tai belongs to this category of saints. She is Jivan Mukta, even when she was alive. It was decided to consecrate Srimati Tai's ashes, that is Asti, in Harihareshwara, it being her favorite place of pilgrimage. I was present when discussion took place regarding erecting Samadhi of Srimati Tai at their farmhouse. Saur Reshma said, Krishna Kutir is her Karma Bhumi as also Krishna Karya Bhumi. Why then a separate Samadhi is needed? I also endorsed her view. All others of her family also agreed. Earlier, 3 pots with Srimati Tai's ashes, that is Asti, were sent to Pune, Dwarkadish Mandir of Apta and Ganpati Pule for public view and later Visarjan. We reached Harihareshwara where Sri Vakankar Guruji was waiting for us. Rituals connected with Asti Visarjan were performed by Nanda, Munna and son-in-law Santosh before consecrating it to Pandav Tirtha at Harihareshwara. As per Skanda Purana, the temple at Harihareshwara was established by Agastya Rishi during Ramayana period. During Mahabharata period, Pandavas performed Pindadan, Shraddh, Tarpan, etc. in the Kund now known as Pandav Kund. Therefore, it was proper that Srimati Tai's ashes be consecrated in Pandav Kund. Besides, Harihareshwara is the family deity of Karve Gharana, that is family tree. Incidentally, both Dwarka and Harihareshwara are also located on the western coast of India. On the 10th day, after the usual rituals, many persons who had come to witness Kaka Sparsh saw something most unusual. A big crow pecked the pinda and fed her young one from her beak. One person present there said, how can mother eat before feeding her kids? Srimati Tai is a mother indeed. Later on, as it is required for worship, Paduka of Srimati Tai were established in Dwarkadish temple of Apta, Vishwajanani temple at Delhi and Krishna Kutir at Badlapur. This write-up is to keep the memory of Srimati Tai in our heart eternally. Her infinite love and affection showered on my family is unredeemable. Lastly, I beg at the feet of Lord Sri Krishna, just as you blessed Prahlad, that he who remembers him will be considered as your remembrance. Whenever we remember Srimati Tai, let us become eligible for Sri Krishna's blessings. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. M.T. Karve, Dombivli. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.